Hello everybody, it's that Bearded Gamer back again with a new episode, start of the new season. A lot has happened. We will just briefly go through the season preview, effectively from there, and a few other bits and bobs. So they want us to develop the best youth country in the system, finish mid-table in the Pro League, be competitive in the Cup, and then negative transfer business model, which is very confusing. So I have to sell players in order to sign players if I want to buy players. If not, I've basically got to promote the youth and develop the youth as best as possible. They want also one of the board cultures develop player using the club system, so that kind of makes sense. I kind of have gone into this route of playing possession and high tempo pressing football, as you'll see from the tactics here. I'm going to stick with the same position as last season and go with the team there. As you can see, there's a few new signings in there. I'll go through them in a moment. Season preview wise, let's have a little dabble. Expected to finish 8th. I don't think we've got anybody in the first team. From there, the next best player is Dahu Magai, which we've already gone through from there. We're briefly going to go through the transfers. I am still trying to sign some staff, get rid of some people from there, I think. But we'd have made a record sale from there. I can't remember where we signed off last time. I think we sold Willian and Batabi. Nyandi's gone for 400k. Asnus has gone at right back because he was one of the worst players in the team last season. He's gone for 1.7. He's a youngster, 9k. He's a backup third goalkeeper. He's gone for 53k. He was on loan and wasn't even with us last season, so he's left. Loire, he's left on loan, possibly to be transferred in the future. He was a youngster. I'm pretty sure he was a youngster who wasn't good enough. And then here's the main big signing who left. People came in for him. Tottenham came in for him for Ray and Wild Revens. I said he's more than happy to go if they give us 8.25 million. Several clubs came in for him and the board didn't reject it from there because obviously it would have put a lot of finances back into the club. He's one of our best youngsters, as you can see there. 3-star current ability, 5-star potential. He's gone off to Tottenham now for the rest of his career. Did play okay last season. He's one of our rotation players. And then from here, I think you've seen Savina, you've seen Joe Anderson, possibly from there. I think you've seen majority of these players, Alfonso, Assail, and then I signed a few players after that. So we signed Joel Brand. He's 2-star current ability, 3-star potential. He's not great. I thought he was a lot better than he was, but he's turned out not to be. So he might get sold in the future. We signed a lot of youngsters. So Francisco Badouare, 2-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. He's coming basically effectively from the non-leagues of Belgium. Same with Armand Hilgers. He's 2.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. He's coming from the non-league from Belgium. And then Bojan Claeus, he's 2-star current ability, 4-star potential. He's coming from the same place again. And then Patrick Smolders, he is 2-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. He's coming from effectively the same place again. And then Vic Wyutus, 2.5-star current ability, 4-star potential. He's coming from the non-league in Belgium again. And then we have Nemanja Zvedovic, 3-star current ability, 3.5-star potential, 22 Serbian. He's been playing in the Pro League for the last few years for Lomel SK. He's a youngster. He is going to solidify that defensive midfield spot. And then from there, we did sign the legend that is Luka Jovic. He can play anywhere across the front line, which is perfect. 4-star current ability, 4-star potential. He's coming from Lazio, where he was actually doing very, very well last season, to be fair. He's been doing alright for most of his career. The ex-Real Madrid player who brought in this guy, who is 4-star current ability, 4-star potential. Odin Thiago Home. He's played majority of his career for Celtic, and he's played a little bit in Norway as well. He's come in for us. He's going to be one of the best players. And then Senny Deng, who's going to be rotation with our other 2 goalkeepers, just because that spot wasn't great the last few years. He's 3-star currently, 3-star potential. He's probably going to sign on as a staff member, I think, at the end. Played okay in Australia, and he's played in the Pro League and the Championship for most of his career and done pretty okay. He is 36, but he's just our 3rd choice goalkeeper, because within the league rules you had to have 3 goalkeepers as a minimum, so that's 3 spots taken, an extra spot taken up at least, and you had to have 8 minimum players which were trained at the club in order to pass the requirements of the league. But we've got a lot of youngsters constantly coming through, and I'm signing 18-year-olds whenever they pop up if they have decent potential from there. So obviously we're going to go mid-table. We'll start off with the first game of the season, and then I think I might just blitz through, to be perfectly honest, and get to, obviously if we do well in the cup we'll come back for that, and then possibly get to there, because I think we're only going to finish mid-table, if I'm honest, again, because as you'll see in the last episode, when we got into that big playoff group, we got absolutely smashed in every single game against all the top players in the league, top teams in the league. So my goal is probably to finish around about mid-table, or possibly get into that playoff group instead of the top group to finish first, and then I can possibly qualify for Europe and get some more money coming in. Finance wise, we are 12 million in the black. I think that might clear all of our debts, because they're 8 million from there. Transfer revenue is made available until 14 generated, therefore after this will drop to 60%. Okay, so 100% revenue is made available until 14.58 million revenue has been generated. Thereafter, this will drop to 60%. So the wage budget won't go up effectively. The wage budget will go up, but I'll never receive a positive transfer budget unless I sell players. That's a weird rule. But we'll get into the game. We'll show you the team, and then we'll play the first match. So that was just a brief overview of the transfers that are coming in and out, and then we sold a record sale from there. So I will see you guys in a moment. Okay, so this should be the team for the game. So it's Setford in net, back from his injury. Paulo Alfonso, the new left back, Renson Tembedu, centre back. Fisher at right back, he's the new right back. Savetovic, new defensive midfield. Deprez, Jovic, Tiber, Kasungo, and Mateus Macedo up front. So we're going to go into the game, and I'll catch you guys in a moment. Okay, let's be having you. See how we do in our first game with all our fancy, shiny new players. See what happens. Oh, we have possibly got another left back coming in. I forgot to mention that. I'll show that at the end of the game, just because he's a left mid and a left back, and I think he could be one of the best players in the world, because I'm pretty sure he popped up on the world list, best players in the world, top 50 youngsters. Oh dear, 1-0 down, great. Of course it's a debut goal for their player. I don't know how good this team is, to be fair. I hope it's not going to be one of them seasons where I perform really well for a season and then sign a load of new players and then just get absolutely smashed in every single game. I'm hoping that's not the case. Because we have literally done nothing in this match so far. So that's not a good start. No. Just can't keep the ball half the time. That's good play. Jovic, on his debut, is he onside or is he offside? Because he did look offside for a moment there. No, come on, man. Good save, Setford, lad. Oh, throw into us. This is what happened a lot last season. We played very, very well, and then the keepers just seemed to be on the next level with every single team we played against, and we just couldn't score. Flip's sake. Right. Several other players are tired. My guy, he can go on. Alfonso can go at left wing, and I'll put the new boy Dumas on at left back. He's played terrible anyway. He's not turned up. Mercado. Let's put Vic Wouters up front. I have no idea who he is. Let's put him as an advance forward. Let's probably put him as a winger and then leave the rest. What's my guy play as? Winger. Savina. Yeah, okay. See if that does anything, which I don't think it's going to, because we've been absolutely diabolical today. We should play very well with a 4-2-4, but I switched to this because we've got a lot of good attacking midfielders, which basically makes no sense. And then he's just put the ball out of play. Like, we just can't shoot. That's the problem. We literally just can't shoot. Had the same issue last year. Lost 1-0 in the first game, fantastic. Hopefully that's not meaning to go on, because we played diabolical towards the back end of last season as well. I genuinely don't know what to do in a lot of situations, so I might reassess the tactic. Oh no, there we go. Right, so that's going to come up, so I might have to change the tactics now anyway. So let's go on reports and see who our best players are. 2 strikers, Cam in home, but he can play centre mid and defensive mid. Oh, he can play really good at defensive mid, to be fair. Centre back, right back, centre back, right back, Cam, but he can play striker, and I think I'm trying to teach him to. Do you know what I might do there? Do that with him, just because I wanted to play him as that anyway. Hernandez, defensive midfielders at best. I think I might just switch back to my old system. Tried something new. Let's pick best 11. Let's pick roles and duties from there and go with that effectively. Yeah, home and Kagotten and Kasongo, and then Jovic and... But you would want one of them to be attacked, to be fair. I think I'm going to go with that, to be perfectly honest. And then let's go switch into yeah, it's just left winger that. I've not got really good players on the left back, but I am working on that, because if you can see on the ins, we are trying to sign this guy, Miguel Caballero, who is a really, really good left back. If you see from the left back side of things, and he can play right wing. He would be the best left back at the club, and he was playing very, very well in the Colombian League last year. So I'm tempted to sign him. So let's switch to the tactics to the next game. If we're not doing great, I'll come back a lot sooner. If we are doing okay, I'll just leave it until around about the last game here, which will be against Charles Leroy. From there, so that's just a brief overview of everything really, and first game of the season. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.